Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa and I lead the Museum Experience team at Cincinnati Museum Center. Today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about 1970s fashion with you, focusing on the makeup of the decade, which changes from the beginning of the decade to the end. So I'm going to just do a broad overview of makeup at the time. Can't talk about makeup in the 70s without talking about the women's rights movement. This is sort of, by historians, considered the second wave of feminism. And with that, this movement is asking for equal rights and opportunities for women. And one of the small ways that that shows up is actually in makeup trends. So in earlier decades, women are really following what is being pushed towards them from larger marketing firms or fashion houses. And that's not to say that that's still happening in the 1970s, but you're sort of given these options, these palettes to choose from. And in the 70s, you start to see a change in that, where fashion, along with makeup, isn't completely controlled by the fashion houses, but is starting to become more of a personal way of truly expressing oneself. And that shows up in the makeup. So there's two parts that I'm going to show you today. One is the daytime look, which I have right now, which is very, very simple. And then I'm going to show you what maybe an evening look would have been for just the average American wearing makeup at the time. So another part of the 70s that it influences the makeup is there's a huge push towards personal health, and there's a big push on environmental policy in the 70s, and that is getting outside and enjoying the environment, protecting the environment, and with that you can see some of that reflected in the makeup. So health, being outside, translates into being very tan. I am not very tan, as you can see. I'm pretty pale. So I can't replicate that because I cannot put on bronzer. That would not be what anyone would want to see. But another aspect of this makeup trend is having a glowing look. So, as always, before you put on any makeup, put on moisturizer, which I've done. The other thing that I like to use when I'm trying to sort of create a glow is a primer, and I have used Becca. You cannot tell the name of this brand. I'm sorry, it's in little itty bitty light gray writing, but this is a primer that has like this backlit glowing ness to the application. The other thing that I've done is, I'm not gonna lie, I've splurged a lot on foundation because I have mature skin, but this gives me a nice sort of glowy look, and it's Dior Backstage Air Flash. Love this one. And then I've just put on a simple clear lip gloss because a nude lip was pretty popular. And then I've used my sort of highlighting bronzing palette, and I've gone in and I've used the light here to highlight my cheekbones. Then I've gone in, blushes in this decade were focusing a lot on pinks, especially light pinks. And I've highlighted the apples of my cheeks and sort of blended in. And then I've gone back in with the bronzer and sort of highlighted underneath the cheekbone, and I've highlighted around the hairline. A little bit on the nose, a little bit on the chin, to just create a very simple daytime look. Other things that I've done, not gone in and shaped the brows any other way than just brushing the brow and shaping it, and then applying a simple black mascara. So that is what equals a 1970s everyday daytime look. Next, I'm going to show you what you would do for an evening look, but that involves putting on some false eyelashes, and you guys don't want to see me struggle with that, so I'm gonna step away and be right back. All right, I'm back with the evening look, and what I've done is I have applied a black eyeliner to the upper lash line. I've also gone in and applied some fake lashes just to the upper lashes, and that has been more of just a natural fake lash that I've added. Fake lashes were really popular in the 70s, though, and they're really popular in the 60s, but the 60s had this really like large, exaggerated lash. Sometimes people would wear up to 3 fake lashes just on one eye to really make their lashes pop, and they're wearing fake lashes on the lower lash line in the 60s. The 70s, fake eyelashes are popular, but they're not as dramatic and have a very sort of just natural look to the lash. So I've applied one that in the packaging said it had a natural lash look. The other thing that I've done is I've gone in and I've applied eyeshadow. And at the time, cream eyeshadows were really popular, and I was really lucky that I was able to find one currently in the stores. And I really loved this one. It's from Revlon, and it has some really nice like frosty light purples and blues, which were popular at the time. So I've taken the lightest color here on this palette, and I've applied that all over the eye, applying on the lid and working my way up and covering all the way up to the brow. Then I've gone in and I've used the darkest color, and starting at the inner part, just above the crease, I am working this color in up above and sort of tapering towards the outer corner. I've seen this referred to in documents or in books when I've been researching this decade as the banana shape, which is a bit different because a lot of makeups applications that we see today are really focusing on the outer part of the eye and creating this smoky eye or defining the shape here and blending in. And in the 70s, you're working in the inner corner and working out, putting that color, that darker color, up above the crease, and tailoring it down, thus creating a banana shape. I've gone back in and applied some additional black mascara just to help blend the natural lashes and the fake lashes together. I've then just sort of gone in and bumped up the color that I put on my cheeks for the earlier daytime look, and just applying more pink to the apples of my cheekbones, putting that highlighter on highlighting the cheekbones, and then going back in with a bronzer to just highlight and blend along the hairline and underneath where my natural cheekbone is. And this is one of my favorites. You can see here it's a little bit worn. I think this is really great for this particular decade. It has all of the shades that you need, from the light pink, the light highlighting, and the bronzing colors. I've actually used this a lot in many different decades, so love this particular one. Then I've gone in and I've just applied my lipstick. Nothing that you need to do here to try to create a different shape to your lip. It's just putting lipstick on whatever natural lip shape you have. And so I've used L'Oreal's Peony Pink, though other colors that you can use for this decade are a lot of peaches and pinks, a lot of nude lip, and lip gloss was really popular in this decade. So I have a couple of different lip gloss options here. It's really hard to say that, like 10 times fast. Lip gloss shades. I have CoverGirl's. Oh, what is the color here? Oh, it's called Pixie. And I have L'Oreal's Sunset, which are great shades if you're wanting to do a 70s look. And that pretty much sums it up. It's not terribly complicated, though the evening is more than the daytime look. This decade is really influenced by music, so you can really see this in the evening looks. If you want to get really sort of wild and fun, there's a lot of disco looks, which are using these bright colors or putting them on in stripes. And towards the latter part of the decade, you have makeup looks that are influenced by the punk movement. So haven't done that for you today. I just thought I would stay with just an average daytime and nighttime look, but it's lots of fun. I hope that you've had fun. I really love sharing this information with you. Check back and I'll dig into more decades in the future. I hope you're having a good time checking out all of our social media, and we really look forward to being back in the building, which is going to be soon. We're headed that way. So hang in there with us. We appreciate everything that you do for us. We really appreciate your time, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Though right now we are still closed, and we do rely on ticket sales. And at this time, if you have the means to give, please consider donating. The link will be provided either up above or below, depending on the format of this post. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. Bye.